We are Team 1, and this is Advancing Clean Energy in Michigan, the implementation of clean energy. This is our team:
Catherine Callahan,
Grant Wilson,
Langdon McGuire,
Addison Berry,
Zoe Guthrie.
The issue with hydrocarbons. Currently, the world is facing the creeping issue of a warming climate. This is evidenced by a constant rise of 0.2 degrees Celsius each decade since 1980. If the overall temperature continues to rise, habitats, population centers, and agricultural land are all at risk from increasingly powerful weather and rising sea levels. Our problem statement. How might we construct a common format for the transition of coal power to a clean source of sustainable energy for all Michiganders over the coming decades, as well as benefiting the health of everyone in the surrounding area?
Top 3 solutions that we thought of. Solar energy, which would transition from fossil fuels to solar energy by using solar panels to power reactors while still being clean and sustainable. Community-based reactors, implementing small module reactors in population centers allows for power free of fluctuations. Fines and subsidies, implementing a policy that gives significant fines to corporations that do not follow our energy goals. Our end goal. We are focused on creating a more sustainable energy infrastructure by implementing nuclear power as a baseload and supplementing it with smaller scale solar setups. Pros and cons of solar. Solar is easy to implement on a small scale and allows for individuals to help contribute to the grid. Additionally, the incentive of making money by selling power helps to encourage its use. The cons. Recycling solar panels is difficult, and many of them have toxic components that leach into the ground if dumped in a landfill. The power generated isn't consistent, and Michigan has an average of 212 days with cloud cover a year.
Pros of nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is the most dense power source in existence. It's able to generate green energy constantly with no fluctuations except at designated outages. The lifetime of a given plant is also able to continue independently, generating for up to 18 months after a transport failure. The cons. High capital investment means that the startup cost is very high in comparison to the initial profits, though it is incredibly cheap after startup. The labor force is skill intensive, and finding enough people with the talents and experience to run a plant takes a while. The pros of fines and subsidies. They are straightforward and tend to have immediate effects. Additionally, supporting infrastructure now allows for long-term payoffs in case the economy turns down in the future. The cons. Fines and subsidies often have the detrimental effect of making that section of the market reliant on government intervention. Some companies also operate on low profit margins, and excessive fines can break down competition and raise prices as a whole.
One of the most popular reactor designs is the Small Modular Reactor from Holtec International. This is a 300 megawatt reactor that is capable of powering approximately 300,000 homes. Each unit requires less than 5 acres of land and is completely self-contained with cooling system and fuel storage on site. Additionally, the plant is walk-away safe, which means that you do not need to have any operators on site if there is a catastrophic loss of coolant, as the on-site water reservoir will take care of the waste heat. Finally, the construction time frame is only 2 to 2.5 years for each unit, which allows for a rapid development of a baseload power system.
Jobs and consequences. Currently, many people work in relatively low-skilled jobs in coal power plants around the world. This provides a stable source of income, but often does not provide much economic movement. These jobs are often dangerous and have significant costs. Additionally, its negative environmental impacts will have a disastrous impacts in the future. This proposal would lead to a more diversified grid with jobs at a higher skill floor and ceiling. Both the implementation of solar at a household level and the SMR reactors require investments of time and thought. This would require a more educated workforce, but would also provide sustainable jobs with lower environmental impacts and higher wages. Closing thoughts. It's clear that we must make some hard decisions in the near future so that our children will have the same planet we enjoy today. By implementing a mix of diversified green power sources, we can remove much of the world's current greenhouse gas emissions, prevent further environmental pollution, and improve the health of our world so it will be viable for generations. These were the resources we used to develop our project and proposal. Thank you.